Hello. Let's fly like a butterfly. How are you doing? So, I usually like to spend some of my quality time reading about astrology and even tarot cards. And one of the things that I was learning about was and I know this is something that I know, but you just don't consistently think about, and how the cardinal signs start off the new season. So Aries starts off spring, Cancer starts off summer, Libra starts off fall, and Capricorn starts off winter. So I was just thinking about that, and as I was going through my head about which cards I wanted to use, I just kept seeing this symbol on here, or these trees. And so I want to do Moonology today. And then we're not going to do angel answers today. And then we're not going to do Mystic Mondays today. We'll save those for another time. And we're just going to do the Smith Waite Tarot. I want to use this as a supplement, if you will, to build out whatever message there is. But we're going to start first with Moonology. Okay? So let's get started. I hope you are doing well. I hope that you are having a good day, that your family, friends, and everyone around you in your community, your village, and the like are doing well. I hope it gets better if it's not going well right now. So let's get started. I am going to shuffle. I usually like to let cards fall out. I don't have a select amount of cards I want to pull. I just want to keep shuffling and pulling until I feel as if, you don't want to get too excessive. I wouldn't take this whole entire stack of cards, but I just want to go with the flow, like the moon is associated with watery Cancer, which some of you may be really wishing to come soon, depending on where you are in the world or in the country. It might be rainy, it could be snowy, it could be just cold. No snow, no rain, just not great temperatures. Okay. So let's see here. We have, first off, is communication is key. This is a new moon in Gemini. So who's not talking? I'm going to move these out of the way for a little bit. Who is not talking? Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. And meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So you have a new moon and a full moon in Pisces. That's pretty much telling you to seek tap into something spiritual. If any of you are into meditation, this feels very much like a directive to continue to meditate, or if you're not, maybe consider something along these lines. Meditation it helps to work on somewhat silencing your thoughts. A lot of times it's not silencing your thoughts. I shouldn't say that, but not letting your thoughts almost be cemented in your mind. It's let it come and go, come and go. And you do pay attention, and you're paying attention to your body. If that same thought keeps coming up, pay attention to that. What is that? What is that saying? What does that mean? Why do I keep thinking this? Expect powerful change and a fiery climax approaches. That feels like a an outburst. Because I know that, as I just said in the beginning, Aries is the beginning of spring, new growth, things that were in hibernation. The frost is clearing up, the rain is pouring in. Now we're going for the new plants, the new trees. You're planting something to come to fruition. There's something that is possibly you are instilling planting new seeds in your life, instilling new habits. So it could be something that you are working on now, that again you're planting those seeds, and you expect to see those fruits beginning to bear sometime around, maybe when we get into the next season, I should say. So when Cancer begins to enter the chat in the summer, that's when you'll see some of those fruits really start to push through. Okay. Um, Now, this communication is key makes me feel as if whatever you are working on, it does not feel like you need to speak to someone. This doesn't seem as if, because when I think of Gemini, you always know the twins, right? And of course, in life, twins are two separate humans, and they outwardly they're two different people, but this feels like an inward conversation, and probably two different types of characteristics of yourself. You may be someone who can be, you know, maybe a little bit impulsive, okay, but you probably need to slow down. And that might be what this Pisces is. I mean, fish in their natural habitat can swim fast, but they also can float. They also can just kind of buoy and just let the wave take them. And that might be what it is, instead of trying to constantly force this path, because you're already moving. So it's like, instead of trying to force, I want this to happen, I know this is going to happen. We're just going to keep working. We're going to keep going. And it might be because you do feel, with Pisces being the two fish, one swimming one way, the other swimming both swimming in opposite directions, you may feel as if you are being pulled back, and that Aries energy may come in where you know, I feel myself taking 10 steps backward. I want to go 10 steps forward and then some. And that might be where this communication is key comes into play, where you need to probably meditate, talk to that fiery side of yourself to say, hey, calm down. This is going to work out. Meditate on it. Contemplate on it. Contemplation is self-talk. So it's feeling like you have to talk yourself down. And this might be a cycle of, even if you are meditating, where you are working on things, and it can be mundane, it can seem boring, whereas now, like, I'm doing the steps, I know this is going to work out. But right now, you may, especially when you meditate, you are seeing what can be, and outcomes don't always match what you see, but like, this could be something great. And there's where that fieriness comes in. There's where that, ooh, I see it. I want it to happen so much, but I want it to happen right now. Wait until you plant those seeds fully. You don't want to plant shallow seeds. You don't want to just drop the seeds on the ground and just be like, okay, well, hurry up. Where's my tree? Where's my roses? Where are my chrysanthemums? Like, you're just looking for the fruits to bear, and it's like, wait a little bit. Okay. Um, Let me pull one more card. And I want to ask, is this something that you have learned? Is this learned behavior? Because again, as I said, it feels like a cycle, something that you have to do. And it does feel as if you are way more fiery and airy than you are watery. It's like it's almost hard to sit still in that, especially Pisces energy. It's like I just don't want to. I don't want to do that as much. And maybe that expect powerful change could definitely mean that you are going to have to change into that individual that will be content with, okay, I need to be patient. I need to sit still. I'm still working. I'm still setting goals, meeting them, going back to the drawing board on some revising, editing, etc. But I need to stop trying to force it. And that's what this feels like. Okay, let's pull this top card. Top card says adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Okay. Adjustments are required. So, funny enough, the question that I asked is something that's learned. Yes, someone around you, parents, guardian, someone you look up to, sibling, etc. It's like you learned that and you need to probably step away from those behavioral patterns. That's where I feel like, just as I said, it's probably something that you are going to, not only are you going to move forward with meeting your goals, but this is going to change how you then set and achieve goals, how you work towards them. And that's what I feel is this adjustments are required means. Like you're going to have to change. Expect a powerful change, but you are going to have to change. You're going to have to make adjustments. And as I stated before, you might just have to make adjustments to some of the goals that you set, you know? And that might be what makes you feel like, oh, I am swimming backwards when I want to go forwards. I feel like I'm swimming backwards. I have to keep pushing forward. I have to ram my way through, pun intended, ram my way through to achieve what I want. And this third quarter moon is like, no, you need to adjust that. You're going to have to start making not some only edits to your goals, but to your behavioral patterns. So let's pull some Smith Waite. I will pull however many pop out we'll take. I want to pull at least, okay. I was going to say 3. Ooh, now that's a lot. Let's take the top card. The very top card of this is the Hermit. Seeking answers. So 2 of Wands in reverse. The Hermit. Ooh. Okay. Since these both shown, let's go ahead and take these 2. Interesting. So we have, let me do it in the order that they came out. 2 of Swords in reverse, the Hermit. We have the 9 of Swords. What is going on here? Page of Pentacles. All of these cards with the exception of the Nine of Swords, is you're looking at something. And I see why you are fiery. Oh, I want that pinnacle. I want that fruit. I want it. It makes it funny that he's standing in the field, trees in the background, flowers, water, things that you actually need to bear fruit, earth. Sure, it might rain. Now, one of the things that I pay attention to also is the background. There's this yellow, caution, slow down, slow down. The Two of Swords, looking intently at the earth. I have what I need. I have the resources that I need. That's why you're moving forward with whatever it is that you're doing in the first place. You have everything you need. Okay? You have everything you need. And then when you look at the wands, I don't know if I said swords or not. I apologize if I did, but when you look at the wands, you see there's one of the wands that's being held, and then the other is standing on its own. It's like this stability that I get from this. Like there's just stableness. Like I have what I need. I'm just waiting on it. I'm waiting. Also, another component of bearing fruit, water in there. So you got your earth, you have your water. But with the Two of Wands in reverse, it feels as if there is that uncertainty where it's like you have what you need, but you also are contemplating about what if, because of this kind of flowing back. Like I feel like I'm going backwards instead of forward. And you have the Hermit looking for answers. What do I need? These two relate to the meditation. What exactly should I be doing right now? Also, what should you be asking for? I this has happened. I'm asking for. Say it out loud. Write it down. Also, I said the world, looking at having what you need, but this is like having the universe. I have the universe. Again, you have what you need. Ask for it. I need. Ask the universe. It's like it will provide you the stability, but you are uncertain, and that's more than likely why you need to tap into the spirituality. And also the practicality of it all is, okay, this is what I need. I need $1 million by tomorrow. Is that practical? What is going on here? Change can be frustrating, can cause a crisis. It can make you feel like you aren't enough. You can self-doubt, not feel as confident. Change is hard. So I can see how you might have these moments where quite literally you are in your bed crying. You are feeling like this isn't going to work. I don't. But you know it is. Don't psych yourself out of this. Okay? Do not psych yourself out of this. Do a little meditation. Relax. Ask for what you need. You'll find those answers that you're looking for. Slow down a little bit though. It's coming. Slow down a little bit. Have that self talk. Okay? Do some self editing, but things will happen. It can be a lot. And I can see with this all happening, there's a self editing, there's editing of goals. You have to talk yourself up and remain confident. And then there are adjustments that you do need to make to yourself. It can be frustrating. Center yourself, meditate, Contemplate could also mean journal. Anything that could help you get back to a zen and equilibrium. Do that. Okay? I hope this helped. If it did, take it and receive it. If it didn't, release it back into the universe.